This webinar is called Using Security Tools in Smart Contract Development. And today we're going to show you how you as a smart contract developer can easily add security to your workflow.
So in this talk, I'm going to talk about, two things mainly. The first one is detecting generic bugs in smart contracts, and the second one is checking for custom properties. So that's probably the more interesting one. In this part, we will learn how to leverage the fuzzer and SMT solver that's built into Mythx to check assertions and find counterexamples to assertions and expressions or properties that we expect to hold. And we look at different types of doing that, including invariants and checks on functions that have pre and post conditions. A brief overview about Mythx. Mythx is an API service that applies multiple types of analysis to the Solidity code and EVM bytecode you submit. So basically, you submit all the compiler artifacts you have, which means that your project has to compile successfully. And then this goes to a number of tools in parallel that run for a certain time, which includes Greybox, fuzzing, and symbolic execution. Fuzzing basically means that we test the code with random inputs. Not totally random, but it's quite intelligence in how we try to achieve the biggest possible coverage in the time available. And the second approach is SMT solving, symbolic execution. And in that method, we represent the program as set logical equations and use the SMT solver to determine if certain states are reachable or not, and if they are, what inputs we need to supply to reach those states. And yeah, it will be much easier to show that by example. Just a brief overview of the options to use Mythx. So Mythx itself, the base service, is an API, but we have front ends for various IDEs and command line tools with integration with Truffle, Remix, Visual Studio Code. We have a standalone command line interface that's written in Python by Dominic, which allows you also to use Remix Mythx in the CI pipeline by using these command line tools. We've recently also added some special flags to Truffle so that you can, for instance, block a deployment if critical vulnerabilities are discovered and some nice things like that. And to use Mythx, you can sign up for a free account on our website that gives you the credentials and the API keys to use it. And all the examples I'm going to show in this webinar are in this GitHub repo. If you want to try them yourself, you can do so right away. And that concludes the presentation. So now I'm going to share, I'm going to use Remix during this webinar because it's just the most straightforward way to do stuff at the moment and has a very nice user experience, except for some small minor bugs that are soon going to be fixed. So let's start with a very simple example. And a pretty good way to show how Mythx works is by using it on war games, like the ones from Ethernet and Capture the Ether, because those are pretty basic examples for common bugs or basic bugs.